the red carpet rolled out, the swarm of media awaits the arrival of the stars fresh out of the Democratic National Convention.
We just left President Clinton's speech, which was electrifying and rallying. He really energized everybody in that arena.
The event, called Got Your Six, is a Hollywood-backed campaign aimed at raising awareness for veterans and military families. The performer of the night, Grammy-nominated hip-hop artist Flo Rida.
I brought my band out, I brought dancers, and I'm just going to tear it up.
Also gracing the red carpet, retired General Wesley Clark.
There were a lot of great speeches, both nights. And of course, President Clinton, he just knocks it out of the park every time.
Well, the Democratic National Convention wouldn't be complete without red carpet events and celebrities. Let's take a look at what happens when the speeches end and the party begins.
Barack Obama. I've been traveling all across the country speaking to Americans about what's important to them and how we're going to keep moving this country forward.
Showing off his patriotism, Flo Rida and his dancers energized the crowd, clad in American flag-inspired ensembles. With the music pumping and the drinks flowing, it's time for VIP attendees straight out of the Democratic National Convention to let loose. The Democratic Party, typically the one with Hollywood star power, standing behind it. How do celebrities impact politics?
I don't think celebrities impact politics. I think Americans and citizens impact politics. Being an actress is what I do, but who I am as an American, who I am as a woman, who I am as a Hispanic.
I think celebrities can speak up for causes, and this is right here we've got celebrities who are coming out to speak out for veterans.
Flo Rida wouldn't disclose who he's voting for, but has this message.
We do have the freedom to go out and vote, and I just look forward to going and voting. And I want everyone else to go out and vote as well.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, Liz Wall, RT.
All right, joining me now to take me to the action behind the scenes, as well as a wrap-up of last night. RT's own Liz Walls in Charlotte. Hey there, Liz. I saw you got to talk to Eva Longoria and Flo Rida. So, I mean, Democrats have tried to position themselves as the populist alternative to big buck Republicans. Do these lush parties and lounges conflict with that?
I would say so. I mean, you saw the party there. There was the red carpet was rolled out for all the celebrities, and that's what happens after the speeches end here, is a lot of partying, a lot of exclusive partying, a lot of powerful people mingling with corporate interest and with lobbyists, and it's actually kind of if you can hear, it's kind of a party in here. There was Mark Anthony doing a practice run for the national anthem. Mary J. Blige was just singing, so kind of a party atmosphere inside, but definitely once the speeches end, the parties begin.
And do these parties seem in step with the challenges facing regular Americans?
I would say not. I don't think regular Americans are worried about getting into exclusive red party events. I think they're more worried about the economy and jobs and things of that nature. So I would say that it's a little bit out of step with the worries and concerns of the average American.
Well, I mean, as you talked to in your story, you talked to Eva Longoria. I saw that much, and I saw that she said something like, celebrities don't influence politics, people do. But couldn't it be argued that celebrities influence people, so therefore they influence politics?
Well, I mean, I think that they try. She's saying that she's not a celebrity, that she's a woman and she's a Hispanic and she's a citizen. And, the Democratic Party typically does have the support of celebrities behind them. We have, obviously, Eva Longoria. She's the co-chair of President Obama's campaign to re-elect. Jessica Alba, will.i.am, all these people supporting President Obama. Whether or not they do impact the votes, I'm not sure about that. But I think if you're voting based on a celebrity telling you to do so, I think it's kind of a problem.
Well, if nothing else, it's a positive message to get out there and actually use the freedom that you are flexed in this country. But let's go ahead and talk about the speech.
That is true. Everybody has freedom of speech.
Yes, absolutely. And let's go ahead and talk about the actual DNC speeches last night. Massachusetts senatorial candidate Elizabeth Warren blasted Wall Street. Let's take a look at part of it.
I'm here tonight to talk about hardworking people, people who get up early, stay up late, cook dinner and help out with homework, people who can be counted on to help their kids, their parents, their neighbors, and a lady down the street whose car broke down. People who work their hearts out but are up against a hard truth. The game is rigged against them.
So there you go, Liz. The game is rigged against them. Do you see her attitude being shared by others in the convention, or is she red meat?
Well, do you know who Elizabeth Warren kind of sounded like there? She sounded kind of like an Occupy Wall Street protester, saying that the system is rigged, pointing out problems of greed and corruption and corporate influence in our government. So I think it's kind of interesting that she kind of sounds like an Occupy Wall Street protester. But that brings like a whole nother issue to the table here, is that the Democratic Party, you heard out of the words of Elizabeth Warren, Bill Clinton, they try to portray it as this populist party, and they aren't immune to corporate spending. But the reality is that they are. I mean, a lot of the Democrats flocking to the convention are schmoozing with lobbyists and special interest groups. And this is contrary to this populist message that President Obama tried to convey in 2008. Here we are, 4 years later, a lot of people saying that he hasn't delivered on that message. So I would say, and these are the grievances that we've seen, protests across the country, is that both the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are susceptible to the power and influence of special interest groups.
And Liz, we don't have much more time in this element, but I do want to ask you one quick question. I know that there have been protests, Occupy protests, immigration protests going on at the DNC. What have you seen last night when President Obama got there? Was it ramped up?
Well, I definitely would say that the security, especially today, I saw it get ramped up yesterday. It's more intense than I've ever seen it before today with the arrival of President Obama. Just getting here, there's numerous checkpoints. If you're not credentialed, you are not getting anywhere near this Time Warner building. There's actually the TSA outside screening all your stuff like you're at the airport. One thing I've gotten used to, if you're anywhere in the area, there is a helicopter hovering above you. So definitely security, they are not leaving any stone unturned.
All right, RT correspondent Liz Wall, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll get you back to you pretty soon.